Good morning, Head Start friends. I told you I would be back for our theme circle. So we have a new focus question this week, and it's going to be what we work on all week to find out the answer to our question. And our question is, how do we learn at school? How do we learn at school? What do you think? Well, we're going to be finding out the answers to a lot of your questions, and we're going to be exploring a lot of different things that we do at school. Which brings me to our wow word of the day. Can you see this picture? And it looks like this little boy is at a tide pool at the edge of the ocean. Why do you think this little boy is touching the sea star? Why do you think he's touching it? What do you think he wants to know? What do you think he wants to know about the sea star? Well, it looks like this little boy likes to explore the tide pool and the animals that live there. So, this little boy is exploring a rocky place at the edge of the ocean. Many small animals live there, and it is an interesting place to explore. The boy is touching a sea star to learn what it feels like. When you explore, you try to find out all there is to know about something. So again, when you explore, you're trying to find out all there is to know about it. Have you ever went exploring maybe in the woods and you've tried to find new things in the woods and find something new about the woods? Or maybe you've went exploring at the lake, or maybe you're like this little boy and you've been to the ocean and you explored, right? There's lots of different things to explore. Now, I want you all to close your eyes. All right. So, pretend this is the first time that you have ever been in our classroom. Keep your eyes closed. Now, open your eyes. Tell me all the things that you can see in our classroom. Well, we see our centers and our tables, and we see our friends, right? What about the things that you feel? What can you feel in our classroom? What can you hear in our classroom? Well, sometimes we hear laughing and playing when we're in centers, right? And sometimes if we're working really quiet at our tables, maybe we hear quiet, right? Tell me about a place that you would like to explore. Where's somewhere that you would like to explore? Maybe you can share it in the comments and I can see all the places that you would like to explore. Now we have a new book today, and the title of this book is called Safe at School. And the author of this book is Nicole DeSalle. Okay? So this book is about being safe at school, and we're going to find out some important things about being safe at school, okay? And this is the table of contents. This book has a table of contents. It tells us all the things that are going to be in the book, okay? And it tells us the page number where we can find those things. This says, school is a busy, happy place. There's so much to explore. If you're safe at school today, you'll learn and discover more. Going to school. Riding to school safely. This sounds very important. Let's make sure we're listening. Buckle your safety belt in the car. Stay seated and quiet so the driver can see and hear you. If you ride the bus, wait for the driver's stop sign before you cross. And this is a stop sign, boys and girls. Red means stop, and yellow means slow down, and green means go. Walking to school safely. Obey all street signs. Look both ways before you cross. Cross at the crosswalk. Walk with a group if you can. So if you see this sign, this means walk. This means don't walk. A crosswalk is a safe place to cross the street. Be sure to check for cars. Classroom safety. I'm going to move this so you friends can see it a little bit better. Classroom safety. This sounds very important to stay safe in our classroom, right? You are using counters. Oops, they spill on the floor. How can you stay safe? Well, should we leave them on the floor? No, I don't think so, because then a friend might come and trip and fall. That would be really bad, right? This is in the Science Center. You are looking at fish and hermit crabs. You pick up a crab. How can you stay safe? Well, you can make sure to put the crab back, right? So it doesn't get out and loose. In the Art Center. You are in the Art Center and paint spills on the table. How can you stay safe? What can you do to stay safe? Should you clean up the paint? What if you just left it laying on the floor? What would happen? Well, a friend might come along and slip and fall in the paint. That wouldn't be good, would it? Nope, that wouldn't be safe. In our cubbies, you are ready to go home and your backpack is on the floor. How can you stay safe? Well, is the floor a place for our backpacks? No, everyone in our class has a cubby, right? To keep our backpack in so that it's not laying on the floor and someone may come and trip over it, and that would be really bad. All right, it is important to be safe at lunchtime. Keep your hands to yourself and stay in your seat. That's very important. That way Miss Rachel or Miss Dusty can come and help you. If you raise your hand, we'll know that you need help. Raise your hand if you need help. Wipe up spills and eat your own lunch. We don't share our lunch, do we? Playground safety. This is very important. It is important to be safe on the playground. Use playground equipment properly. So do we go up slides or down slides? Up, and we go down slides, and then we go up the stairs to get back to the slide, right? Take turns. So look at this picture of these boys, if you can see it. They're fighting over a ball, but they're not sharing. That's not being very safe. Wear the right clothes for the weather. If someone gets hurt, tell the teacher right away. Fire drill safety. This is very important. A fire drill is practice for a real fire. Follow your teacher's directions. And here are some rules we can follow during a fire drill. Listen carefully to directions. Quietly line up. Walk carefully outside with your class. Wait with your teacher until it's time to return to your classroom. Act as if there were a real fire. So in a fire drill, there's not a real fire. We're just practicing in case there were a real fire one day and we needed to get out fast. Be safe at school. Discover and explore. When you choose to be safe, you will learn so much more. Now, I hope you enjoyed that book, friends. We'll be reading it again later this week. But today in your journals, if you're at home, I want you to draw a picture of a way that you can be safe at school, okay? So draw a picture of somewhere in some way that you can be safe in that place. All right, have a great day. Bye for now, friends.